So good morning, welcome to the velo-ads YouTube channel. The Dunwich Dynamo has just been completed. I did it in my Alpha 7 Mark II. It's 115, 20 miles overnight, unsupported on the way there, and then the same on the way back. We've done about 10 miles, I think. We're out in Epping Forest now, so it's getting greener and greener. Perfect. I think we're going to do a wee stop here, which is good, and then carry on. It's very, very humid today, but we're getting there. There's quite a crowd behind us. I think we may have left them, but we're climbing now. Shaun's still behind me, and Martin says he wants a wee, so we'll stop. Okay, so we're 24 miles in. We're at the Scout Hut in Fifields. Maybe it's the position of the thing. You'd have to come and try one.
Yeah, my son's, he was in Dunwich, his house burned down.
Woohoo! We're at the Scout Hut, and Shaun's getting some bits and bobs in. Evening.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, we've got a little service bike rack there, doing a bit of work.
Any toilets?
Not yet, no. There must be. Right, so, lovely gentleman has let us use the loo around the side of the house. We're not breaking in, honestly. Here we are. Fifield pit stop and about to leave. Let's find the velomobiles. I think his light's going mad, look. Okay, so we've had a pit stop at the Rafa van. Well, luckily Shaun saw it in the middle of nowhere. Free coffee and fruit, so happy days. And we'll be pootling on soon. I think next stop's Sudbury. I can't see.
Do we eat all the bread?
Help! I don't like it. I want to go home. Guess who I've bumped into? I've bumped into Stuart and his buddy Marcus. I can't look at him. And Martin again. Martin's keeping up. He's doing well. We're just having a bit of a séance here, as you can see.
These are supposed to be, these are what guide the pilgrims towards the seaside.
Yeah.
To the right.
And it's working. And the boys are having a bit of a picnic, so I thought, let's stop.
Enjoying
And plus this is a tricky turn, so a couple of guys have almost gone straight on. Right turn, Clyde. Yep. Okay. Yep, right turn. I think we've done 50 miles. Yep, right turn. Bike's going fast.
Left.
Left. Right. Okay, so I think this is the last stop before we get to the beach. I don't know the name of the place. It's what's it, 3 o'clock now. I reckon we got another 2 hours till we get there, so pedal to the metal. We've only got Martin now. The squad has been split up and my heart rate monitor's just dropped down to my belly button. I need to eat more. Okay, so got about an hour to go till we get to Dunwich, to the end of the ride, to the beach. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning, been up all night. Once we get to Dunwich, it looks like it will have taken me 9 hours in total. That's riding and faffing at pit stops for food and soup and all sorts. But yeah, still a convoy heading that way, and it looks like the dawn is approaching. The sky's changing colour. It's lovely. So peaceful out here. except for me talking to a camera. Anyway, Dunwich Dynamo, guys, get in your velomobiles and do it. It's fantastic. It's gonna proper. So yeah, morning has broken. 10k to go, 31 minutes, and then we're there. I'm tired, very tired, but we're getting there now.
Morning.
Morning. And here we are. We've made it. That wasn't too bad. At least I haven't got a sore bum. The cafe is not open, so there we are. And there's Shaun's bike. I bet he's asleep in it, the bugger. Morning, my darling. Are you alright?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Shaun's here. He's been here a while.
I've been here since 4.
What's the time now? 5, isn't it? An hour.
Which side is that?
You've got the same bag. I don't know, I'm not looking at it.
Here we are.
A long line. Yeah.
Hey. So we're on our way back. This is the hard bit with no sleep. I'm feeling battered. There won't be many posts, but I'll let you know if we make it. Oh, there's a recumbent. Maybe that's Stuart. Is that Stuart? Oh, it's Patrick.
You know, I'm as well as can be expected under the circumstances.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Good morning.
Good. What a beautiful morning it is as well.
It's soft, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a...
Did you get rained on at all?
No, just the odd spit.
Yeah.
Beaches.
No, they promise you thunder and lightning, and what do you get? Just a bit of drizzle.
We didn't get one thunderclap, nothing.
No,
but
nothing.
apparently this afternoon.
I was imagining going through villages that were completely flooded, and then like
I
5 minutes down the road, it's all dry.
I wanted to do my pedalo impersonation, but it hasn't happened.
Well, this bag, you know, is if I had one on the other side, I'd be able to.
Oh, you've
float.
got your water wings. Recumbent wings. Have you seen Stuart? Is he...
Yeah. I dropped him at Needham Lake.
Oh, so he's...
No, I passed him on the top road.
Okay, so he's...
going down to... He was asleep, characteristically.
Yeah. In the bushes.
And then he caught me back up. I didn't see him, but he said he heard me going past because I was chatting to someone.
So you woke up like...
So fucking loud.
Oh, shit.
And he did like a really nasty impersonation of me, the bastard.
Oh,
anyway,
it's such a...
I can live with it. Did you have a nice night?
Loved it.
And what was the atmosphere like down at the seaside? Was it full of fun?
Yeah, the beach is a happening place, but the cafe, there's just people looking very miserable waiting for it to open. So you're better off just going straight. Oh, I suppose it'd be open now, so yeah, get on the beach.
Yeah. I mean, I've still got half my lunch in the backyard.
Yeah, same. I've got loads of
Peanut
nibbles.
butter, banana and honey.
Wow.
The traditional sandwich of the Dunwich Dynamo.
You're living the dream, Patrick.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Beach, have a swim.
Yeah, sounds
and then,
like a plan.
You know, by that time, I'm sure, I can have a sleep. Have a cigarette and a sleep.
I'm just going to ride all the way home and then go straight, have a shower and go to bed. That's the plan.
Yeah. Well, don't. You know, if you feel sleepy, have a nap because all those muppets going to the garden centre will be awake soon. Mind you, that you'll stop the traffic, won't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Comedy.
When I'm asleep on the roundabout.
I've got a bed and breakfast tonight in Framlingham.
Oh, you're living the dream.
I am living the dream. And then, depending on how my legs feel, I might ride back in the direction of London. That's why I've been so slow, because I'm carrying all my stuff. You know, in my evening clothes, some tools in case I meet someone who's got a problem. You know.
Yeah.
Don't overact when you meet people still going this way.
I know. I try not to.
Some of the people are. They're going, yeah, well done, mate. You're doing great. Yeah. And I'm thinking, you won't be looking that happy at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You'll be glued to the road somewhere south between Dunmo and Waltham Forest,
hugging a lamppost.
but I could be wrong. Maybe they're just going to be laughing and joking all the way back. And how's Theo?
Big and fresh.
What age is he now? About
5. He's all poo and farts at the moment. Everything's poo, pee, and poo jokes.
Yeah. It's got to come, hasn't it? How does the Incredible Hulk do a shit? That's popular with the 5-year-olds. What kind of poo do you put on your head?
Don't know.
Shampoo. See you later.
Touche.
See you later.
Oh, I'll edit that bit out.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, give the public what they want. That's what I say.
22 miles done, another 100 to go, and then that will be 240 with no sleep. Ugh. The guys are still rolling, but we're getting a bit wobbly. Shaun in the DF and Martin Hendy's doing a sterling job keeping up on the road bike. Okay, so we're still alive and we've made it to the American Embassy in Sudbury, because apparently on Sunday mornings they do a really nice special breakfast, aka McDonald's. Yeah, we were flagging a bit. We hadn't had any breakfast, no sleep, and it's quite a long way to Sudbury from the beach, so made it here. Met a gentleman over there who's in the same predicament as us, half dead, starving, falling apart at the seams, but perking up now. He's had his embassy 3-course meal. I reckon we got another 70 miles to go. Not too bad, doable. How are you feeling, Shaun? Any ill effects?
Very tired.
Yeah, Shaun's knackered. Any aches and pains anyway?
Yes, my legs.
Yeah, I've got a sore left, the sole of my left foot. I don't know what's going on there, but other than that, I'm all right. Well, this is what you look like after 219 miles with no sleep, riding through the night. But we've got 27 miles to go, I think. Yeah, to make it to the finish. Oh, I am exhausted. We lost Shaun. He rode off, so I think we were too slow for him, so he just headed off. So God knows where he is. He's most should be nearly at my house by now. But yeah, not long. The Alpha's done really well. I think it definitely deserves a wash for the exploits. Well done, Alan, the Alpha 7. Oh, crikey, Mikey, I am tired. We're just going to have a coffee. We're near Epping now. Just saw a petrol station, finally one that is open. We've done so many miles, hundreds of miles. I think it's the first one we've seen open. So have a coffee and then carry on home before the rain. So I hope that gives you a flavour for the ride anyway. On the way back, I think it was just on the outskirts of Epping Forest. We just got through to Epping Forest, so on the other side of it, the rain came down, and I mean, I've never ridden in rain like it, and I couldn't even see out the back, out the mirrors, and Martin was following me at the time. Lost him in the rain at a roundabout, never saw him again until, you know, an hour or two later. I met up with him. He had a puncture. He was in a park in East London where we started the ride. So I waited for him in the rain. He fixed that and we went back to mine for something to eat and etc. Yeah, the rain was horrendous. I'll stick a picture in the video so you can actually see what went on. At one stage I was completely floating in the Alpha 7. The cars were all stuck in the really deep water. And because I hadn't slept, I sort of just sat there floating in this river thinking, now what do I do? And then, you know, obviously my brain buffered. I jumped out, took my shoes and socks off, lifted the bike up with all my bits in. Lucky I didn't carry too much, so lucky it was a light velomobile, and carried it a few hundred metres out of the flood water and rode through the rest. It was horrendous in the rain on the way back. and just at the end I was soaked through to the skin, and it just, you know, it put a bit of a dampener on the event, but I made it back, and the Alpha 7 was phenomenal. There and back, I haven't got a bad word to say about the machine. So yeah, that was a really good choice to take the Alpha, and she didn't let me down. So well done, Alpha Bravo, aka Alan, the Alpha 7. And there's the kit that I took basically, so it wasn't too much, it all fits into those bags quite well. Here we are. So they said it was going to be a humid night with the possibility of rain the next day. So I thought, well, if it's going to be humid, I'm not taking the lid. So I decided to take the rain cover, which in the end proved to be a bad idea because it pissed down the next day in the afternoon. Floods everywhere. I was soaked through to the skin with no sleep, and it was horrendous. I decided to take my trusty Exped air mattress. It's quite small, doesn't weigh much. I can tell you how much it weighs actually, 460 grams. It's mostly heavy nowadays, but I've had it for a few years and it served me well, and has never failed month-long velomobile trips, etc. So I took that along just in case I fancied having a nap, because the plan was to ride overnight to Dunwich, turn around depending on the condition of me, and ride straight back. And if I was extremely exhausted, I would have half an hour or 50 minutes on the beach sleeping on this. I decided not to take a big sleeping bag because I just didn't want to carry the weight in case I never used it, you know, in case it just sat in the bike all the way there and back. And this velomobile bag just carries my snacks, peanut butter sandwiches, a couple of bananas, packet of ready salted crisps, some dried apricots, and a couple of cereal bars, which I had a lot of that left over anyway, and a sleeping bag liner. And I thought, well, you know, if I do need a nap, I'll be so tired that it wouldn't matter what I was in. So sleeping bag liner on the airbed, happy days. So that's one bag on the left of my hip, and then I had another one on the right which just carried my tools, you know, 15mm socket, some spare inner tubes, one foldable tyre, COVID mask, all the bits you need anyway for fixing things on the side of the road, chain link tool, a couple of chain links, stuff like that. My Wahoo Garmin Element Roam computer, which is a new one for me. I've always had a Garmin before, and I thought, well, I'll buy one of those. I decided to go for the Roam because it has a bigger screen than the Wahoo Element. I like touring, so I thought a bigger screen would be better than the smaller sort of roady, racy type computer. So this was the first time I was actually going to use this thing on a tour, and it was fantastic. Put the route in before, and it was so good. We didn't miss a turn there and back, even though I hadn't slept. That the only downside to using this thing was the computer was that good that I ended up being on the front the whole time, directing the squad there and back. It was alright on the way there, but on the way back I really didn't want to be thinking too much and try not to make a wrong turn. So it was extremely hard work just focusing on the screen, being that tired, and getting everybody back safely, but we did it. Yeah, so as you can see, that's actually the history of the ride on the way there. It took us 7 hours and 15 minutes on the way there, 111 miles. Average speed was 15.3 miles per hour. My maximum speed was 43.7, 44 miles an hour. And then on the way back, it was about the same amount of time on the way back, but my average had dropped to 13.6 miles an hour, and my maximum speed was 39 miles an hour. So that's just the exhaustion setting in on the way back. And then I didn't charge this thing. I charged it before I left, and the battery survived until I was about 30 miles from home. The thing I was really impressed with, which you'll see on the video, is Shaun.Pallister's Garmin Varia radar. And so I ended up buying one, and then I couldn't quite work out how I was going to fix it onto the back of the Alpha, and this thing is something else. And basically when cars come up behind you, it starts flashing and going nuts. It's most probably see if it thinks I'm a... So that's that. So I couldn't quite work out how I was going to fix it to the bike, and then I spoke with Shaun, and it turns out that Shaun had designed and digitally printed a mount for it, which he kindly sent me, and he's now thinking of producing a few. So Shaun will be taking orders if anyone would like a mount for their bike light on the back of their velomobile. Shaun can make you one, but I'll just show you it now. One sec. Okay, so the light comes off with a twist to the left, and then it's a Varia RTL 515. Here is the mount that Shaun made, which I'll take off now, and it's attached with dual lock, and he had never had a problem with the dual lock coming off or the light falling off, so I went the same route, and here it is. There you have it. So yeah, Shaun.Pallister is your man if you want to order one. I'll put a link in the description of the video with his contact details, so you can speak to him if you need one. But yeah, what a cracking bit of work, look at that. All made by Shaun. Anyway, so that goes back on, like so. That's locked in place. And then, light goes on like so. Little twist.